Hello everyone, hope you all are good and I hope that you have watched all the previous lectures thoroughly. Yeah, we are going to continue with chapter 4 which is journal part 1, 11th commerce. So we are going to start with illustration 6 today. In the last lecture we have done illustration 5. Yeah, and today we are going to deal with the transactions through bank. Yeah, so hope you are having your textbook with you. Even I have it with me. So I'll let you know about its page number. Page number 70 it is. And these are the transactions taking place through bank. If you just turn your page previously, the heading is, after illustration 5, there is a topic which says transactions through bank, and that we are going to understand. We'll understand it with a long illustration 6, which is based on this, the transactions of bank. So yes, please, page number 70, illustration 6, all of you. Yeah. Write journal entries in the books of Sri Vasant Traders for the following transactions. So we are writing journal entries in the books of Vasant Traders. Yes. So the heading that you are supposed to write is journal entries in the books of Vasant Traders. Yeah. You can see well I have prepared a format of journal on board, which is date, particulars, LF, debit and credit. I asked you to be ready with this format in your book even every time when you watch this lecture for this chapter. As I said, in the entire chapter the specimen is same. Yeah, so I have prepared a specimen of journal. I have not written heading of this, that journal entries in the books of Vasant Traders, as I am in short of space. But you are supposed to write that. It is also given properly in illustration. Okay. So let us start with the first transaction. 2014, 1st of June. A current account is opened with SBI Bank by depositing rupees 20,000. An account is opened with bank by depositing rupees 20,000. Yes. Current account. This is a business bank account. It is. I am not talking about your savings account with bank. No. This is purely related with business. So this is business bank account and it is opened with SBI. So firstly, if you will be thinking about the two effects of this transaction, it is bank and cash. The two effects you are going to consider. Yes. Now the question is which effect to be debited and which account is to be credited. Yeah. First of all, let me write down the date here. 2014, 1st of June. Date is to be written in this manner. Here I will be writing journal entry. Here the amount of debit and credit respectively. So amount is deposited in bank. Which bank? SBI Bank. So bank of course is receiver. Bank is personal account. The rule for personal account is debit the receiver, credit the giver. So SBI Bank account debit. What goes out? Cash to cash account. How much? 20,000. So 20 and 20 again. Okay. Bank is the receiver. Cash goes out from business. Cash, real account. Credit what goes out. Bank, personal account, debit the receiver. This way the journal entry has been written. Moving towards the second transaction, goods sold for rupees 5,000, the amount of which directly deposited in bank. 2nd of June, the goods have been sold and the amount is directly deposited in bank. What does this mean now? First of all, understand. The owner has sold goods. For now, we are going to consider that you have sold goods. If I am considering it from my point of view, I consider that I have sold goods. Yes? So, the goods have been sold and the amount is directly deposited in bank. That means the person to whom goods have been sold, that person has directly deposited amount in bank. Yes? So, instead of paying it in cash, the amount is deposited in bank directly. So, who's the receiver? Bank. So, bank account, debit. Goods have been sold. So, to sales account. Goods goes up. How much? 5,000. This simply means that the goods have been sold and the amount is directly deposited in बैंक. जिसको भी गुड्स बेचे गए हैं उसने डायरेक्टली बैंक में पैसे पे किए. यस, क्रेडिट सेल्स अकाउंट. व्हाई? बिकॉज एज पर द रूल ऑफ रियल अकाउंट, क्रेडिट व्हाट गोज आउट. देन the third transaction on 4th of June, it says furniture of rupees 10,000 is purchased. Payment is made through check. On 4th of June, furniture is purchased. Now, furniture is an asset. Whenever you will purchase any asset, here you have purchased furniture. So you cannot write purchase account. No, purchase, sales, these words are utilized, these words are used only for goods, not the other items. If furniture is purchased, it is compulsory to be written furniture. Yeah? So furniture account debit. Furniture is an asset. All the assets are part of real account. The rule for real account is debit what comes in. So furniture is purchased. Of course, when it is purchased, it comes in. So furniture comes in. Yes. And payment is made through check. I think it is written. Yes. Now you have purchased furniture and you have paid through check. So you have given a check to the other party. That means you have made payment through bank. Yeah. So bank is the giver. चेक कहाँ से दिया जाएगा? बैंक से ही जाएगा ना चेक. बैंक का ही चेक दिया जाता है. So bank is the giver for what? For the amount of furniture that we have purchased. So furniture account debit to bank account. Let me check the amount. It is 10,000. So 10,000. Alright. Okay. The next transaction on 8th of June. Withdrawn from bank rupees 400 for personal expense and rupees 700 for office expense. Okay. Amount is taken from bank. Some for personal expense and some for office expense. But what is taken? Money. Money is cash in terms of accounting. Yes? So the amount which is taken for personal use is obviously drawings with no doubt. Yes, let me just finish erasing this so I can write down the next journal entry. this is on 8th of June. Okay, firstly, cash is withdrawn for personal expense. That is always drawings. How much? It is 400 and 700 for office expense. So 400 is for personal use. It is obviously drawings. Drawings account debit 400. Then for office expense that you have withdrawn 700. You've withdrawn from bank. So bank is the giver. To bank account. So total amount withdrawn from bank 7 plus 4 1100. Yes? Okay, let me explain this. The owner has withdrawn 400 for personal expense, which is always drawings. Yes, anything taken for personal use from business, this is business bank account, is always drawings. And drawings is always debited. So drawings account debit 400. Cash account debit. Now you might be thinking, ma'am, it is office expense. Where does cash come from? Let me clarify. Still, the amount has been withdrawn from bank. मतलब बैंक से तो कैश भी लिया गया है. Yes, बैंक से आपने पैसे ही उठाया है, right? What for? What? For office expense. Have you paid office expense yet? No, you have just taken money. So taking amount from bank is cash. Cash comes in the business. Amount is taken for personal use. And from where? From banks. So 400, 700, 1000, 1100. Alright? Fine. Then the next transaction on 10th of June. A check of rupees 1500 received from Virat. Check is received from Virat. Whenever a check is received, now this is on 10th of June, I think. Yes. So bank is receiver, bank account debit. Because if the check is received, check will be deposited in bank and the amount will be transferred in bank account. So ultimately, bank account debit. See, simply speaking, whenever check is received, bank account is debited. Whenever check is given, bank account is credited. Yes, this is just a simple payment system. Instead of cash, check is given. And that's all. So if check is received, bank account is to be debited because bank में पैसा आएगा. And if check is given, तो बैंक से पैसा जाएगा, right? And in such case, bank account is to be credited. Yeah? Okay. So next, 15th of June. And yes, sorry, let me finish this journal entry. Who's the giver? Check is of rupees 1500. And who gave this check? Virat. So Virat is giver. Alright? Okay, so we are done up till 10th of June. What's next? Goods of rupees 3000 sold on cash to Parthiv, out of which 50% amount received by check. Goods have been sold on 15th of June to Parthiv. Goods of rupees 3000. The goods have been sold on cash and 50% amount is received by check. That means the remaining 50% is received in cash. Yeah? Okay. So firstly, cash account debit. much cash is received from who's the person? Parthiv, I think. Yes, it is Parthiv. He has given check for 50%. So bank account debit. See, as I said, whenever check is received, bank account is to be debited. Yes. So 1500 again here. To sales. Total goods of rupees 3000 are sold. Goods of rupees 3000 are sold to Mr. Parthiv on cash, of which he has given amount by check 50%. So 50% of 3000 is 1500. If he is giving check for 50%, then obviously remaining 50% he is giving in cash, because the transaction is cash transaction. Yes? Okay. Let us continue. Fire insurance premium rupees 450 and life insurance premium of rupees 300 are paid by check. Understand? Fire insurance premium 450, life insurance premium 300 are paid by check on 18th of June. Let me explain. Fire insurance premium. Of course, this is the expense 450. Business expense. Fire insurance premium. आग लगने के in case if the fire occurs in the business, insurance is taken for that. So fire insurance premium is an expense, and there is life insurance premium, which is drawings. I have already explained this. Life insurance premium is the personal expense of the owner, and hence it is drawings account. How much it is? It is 300, and both of these are paid by check. So 700. Paid by check, that means whenever the check is given, bank account is to be credited. Yes. So this is the journal entry for the transaction dated 18th of June. Yes? Okay. Next one. A check of dividend warrant of rupees 200 deposited in bank. Now dividend is received, it is an income, and a check is received for that, which is deposited in bank. So of course, bank account debit. I am not writing this journal entry, please check in your book. Bank account debit to dividend account. Check is received. I already said whenever check is received, bank account is to be debited. Whenever check is given, bank account is to be credited. Yes? And this check is received for dividend. What is dividend? Dividend is an income. Yes? Fine. Whenever dividend is received, it is an income. And as per the rule of nominal account, all the incomes are to be credited. All the expenses are to be debited, and all the incomes are to be credited. Next. Then 25th of June, bank has credited rupees 100 for bank interest, and debited rupees 50 as bank charges to our account. Our account is business bank account. Yes. So in a single transaction, we are supposed to write 2 journal entries. Yes. So let me just clean this so I can understand. I can explain it in a better manner. Okay, this is on 25th of June. Bank has credited for bank interest. Yes. Whenever bank will credit, yes, it is directly transferred in the bank account. This bank has credited for bank interest. Now, when does the bank give interest? It gives interest on the amount of deposit. Yes, the amount that is deposited with bank will pay interest on the same. Isn't it? Yeah. So, ultimately, in my bank account itself, the amount of interest is received. So, the first journal entry for this is bank account debit to bank interest account. Second is bank charges to bank account. Let me just write down the amount and I can explain them. 100 See, bank has credited ₹100 in my account for bank interest. That simply means that bank has given me interest of ₹100. अभी बैंक का कैसा रहता है, वो आपको घर आके पैसे नहीं देते. Just that simple ना, घर पे आके पैसे आपको देंगे इंटरेस्ट के. No, they are sorry. They will directly deposit this in your account. So ultimately आपके बैंक अकाउंट में पैसे आए कितने? 100 रुपए. किस चीज के? इंटरेस्ट के. This is income. This is the reason. This is credited. And बैंक में पैसे आए. So bank is the receiver. Bank account debit. Okay? Just that simple. Next, bank has debited for bank charges. That means. And now bank is providing us services. So obviously bank might be charging something. Yes, nothing is available for free. Yeah. So similarly, charges collect करने बैंक घर पे तो आएगा नहीं आपके अकाउंट से ही पैसे लिए जाएंगे. This is a common sense. So this is debited to our account. Bank charges account debit. This is the expense. बैंक से पैसे कट हो जाएंगे. सो अल्टीमेटली मेरी बैंक अकाउंट से पैसे गए. सो क्रेडिट द गिवर. बैंक चार्जेस इज एन एक्सपेंस, हेंस इट हैज बीन डेबिटेड एज पर द रूल ऑफ नॉमिनल अकाउंट. यस, you can also write a single journal entry for this. See, bank has been debited with 100 and here it has been credited with 50. Then bank charges 50. Yes, so simple journal entry that you can write here is bank account debit ₹100, 50 sorry, bank charges account debit again 50 to bank interest account and to bank account, but it is a little bit confusing. So I advise you write single journal, the 2 journal entries instead of writing 1 journal entry. Okay. So find them. Yes, in your textbook even they have given 2 journal entries separately. So just forget about writing the combined journal entry. The concept was a little bit confusing. So let it be. Write down 2 journal entries instead of writing down 1. Yeah. Actually, I think it is not possible writing 1 journal entry because there is a little bit confusion in a month. Yeah. So by mistake I just said that we are writing 1 journal entry instead of writing 2, but please do not follow that. Yes, then 28th of June, a check of ₹800 issued to Param as final settlement. Issue of check is the payment. Yes, whenever you issue a check, you are giving a check. Yes, that means you are making a payment. Yes, so bank is giver in this case. आपके बैंक अकाउंट से पेमेंट किया जाएगा. किसे पे किया जा रहा है? टू परम. So Param is receiver and bank is the giver. So journal entry for that is very simple. I don't think there is any need to write it down on the board. You can check in your textbook, page number 72. Param account debit to bank account. Param is receiver, debit the receiver, bank is the giver and hence bank has been credited. Check is given. So ultimately हमारे ही बैंक अकाउंट से पेमेंट हो रहा है तो बैंक से पैसे जाएंगे. किसके पास जाएंगे? परम. परम is receiver. Personal account debit the receiver. Yes? Okay. So next and last transaction for this illustration. A check of rupees 600 is received from Shivaji. Okay. Check is received. Whenever check is received, bank account is debited. Yes, it is received from whom? Who gave us a check? Shivaji. So Shivaji is giver. So as per the rule of personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. So bank account debit to Shivaji account. Yes. Then. Yes, nothing then, the sum is finished, illustration is completed. You will total the column of debit and credit and the total of both the sides should be identical. Yeah. So 43,100 each. So that's all. Illustration 6 is completed and let me just check if we are having a sum of similar kind in your exercise. I will find it out for you. Exercise question 5 and 6 we have done, if I am not wrong. Yes, we have done question 5, we have done question 6 also. And then if we are talking about question number 7 on page number 103. So no, that is question number 8, transaction of bank. Yes, that is the sum similar to illustration 6. Yes, so that we are going to start in today's lecture. We have done illustration 6 and sum number 8 we are going to do. They are similar in nature. Yeah. So on page number 103, question number 8, transaction of bank. Yes. So we are supposed to write down journal entries in the books of Krishna for the following transactions. I repeat, page number 103, question number 8. We are supposed to write journal entries in the books of Krishna. Yeah. So we'll start. I hope you have your textbook with you. We are doing sum number 8, which is similar to illustration 6. It is on page number 103. You should be ready with the format. Yes, the heading, journal entries in the books of Krishna. Yeah.